Hello, everyone. So, my name is Irwin Thomas Wilson, and today I'm going to talk about a very interesting and uh, yet a pressing political topic in our country. And today, the topic that I'm going to discuss with you is no confidence motion. So, let's talk about it further. What is a motion? So, in parliamentary jargon, it means any formal proposal made by a member of the purpose of eliciting a decision of the House. So, if if voted, it amounts to expressing the will of the House. So, any matter of importance can be the subject of a motion. So, now what is a no confidence motion? So, let's see. Uh, a motion of no confidence, uh, or otherwise known as vote of no confidence or no confidence motion, sometimes in the reverse as a motion of confidence or vote of confidence. So it is actually a statement or vote about whether a person in a position of responsibility, such as governmental, managerial, executive, etc., is still deemed fit to hold that position. So perhaps because they are inadequate in some aspect, or are falling to uh, no sorry failing to carry out obligations, or are making decision that other members may feel as being detrimental. So uh, that is what is known as a motion of no confidence or no confidence motion. So, as it can be a parliamentary or a even a state motion. It demonstrates to the head of the states that the elected parliament or the state assemblies has or no longer has confidence in one or more members of the appointed government. So, in some countries, if a no confidence motion is passed against an individual minister, the minister then must resign. So, in most cases, if the minister is the premier, then all other ministers must also resign. So, along with no confidence motion, there is also another type of motion. It is called a censor motion. So, censor, the spelling of censor is uh, censure, censure motion. So, censure motion is different from a no confidence motion. So, depending on the constitution of the body concerned, no confidence motion may lead to the dismissal of the council of ministers or other position holders. So often dissolving most of the leadership of the executive branch. So whereas censure is meant to show disapproval and does not result in the resignation of ministers, the uh, the censure motion can be against an individual minister or a group of ministers. So it depends on a country's constitution. So in no confidence motion may be more directed against the entire cabinet. So again, depending on the applicable rules, censure motions may need to state the reasons for the motion, while no confidence motions may not require reasons to be specified. So that is all about no confidence motion and censure motion. So now, what is the procedure in India? So in Indian Parliament, to file to pass to present a motion of no confidence, the speaker's permission is required first. So and the motion has to be supported by at least 50 member of parliament. So sometimes the a speaker can refuse to admit the motion too. So the speaker then sets a day or days within the next 10 days and also allots time for the members. So now let's see how is the voting for the motion is done. So the voting for the motion can be done in three ways. One is voice vote. So in a voice vote, the legislators respond orally. The next is division vote. So in case of a division vote, voting is done using electronic gadgets or a ballot box. So next is ballot vote. So ballot box is usually a secret vote, just like how people vote during state or parliamentary elections. So the Supreme Court, in its order, uh, has mentioned that the secret ballot system is not appreciated for presenting a no confidence motion. So next we will see what happens if there is a tie in a no confidence motion. So if the following the vote, the person who has the majority will be allowed to form the next government. So in case if there is a tie between the two parties who presented the motion in the parliament and who opposed it, if the vote becomes a tie, then the speaker can cast his own vote. So that is how we resolve when there is a tie issue in a no confidence motion. So now let's see a brief history of the no confidence motions that has been uh, erased or presented in the Parliament of India. So far, 27 no confidence motions have been moved in Lok Sabha since independence. So, Kripalani moved the first no confidence motion against Jawaharlal Nehru in August 1963, immediately after the India-China war. So, Indira Gandhi, as a prime minister, faced the most number of no confidence motions. She faced almost 15 no confidence motions. So Lal Bahadur Shastri and Narasimha Rao both faced it thrice. Morarji Desai faced it twice. Jawaharlal Nehru, Rajiv Gandhi, Bihari Vajpayee faced once each. So all the no confidence motion that were presented against them have been defeated, except when Prime Minister Morarji Desai resigned during the discussions in July 1979. So, guys, this is all about no confidence motion in India. Please let me know your comments about the topic. Thank you, guys.